How can you have a stronger impact? How can you make the shift from individuals to communities? Bringing this idea of it's not about you or me, it's all about us. We have not been able to convey that this is important, that us is important, that communities are important, and it's not about one community or one individual being more important than another. It's about all of us being generous. It's all about us caring about each other. And I moved to Chicago, or the US, about 6 years ago. Ended up in Chicago about 4. I mean, I didn't get to vote. I'm only a permanent resident. That made it more stressful in a way, like emotionally, that you get to be part of the audience, but you don't have a direct voice. This embedded feeling of feeling unwelcome, it started taking part again of my thoughts and feelings, like, I don't feel welcome again. Like, it took me all these years to start building something that would change that emotion. I'm more invested than ever in becoming a citizen, so at least I have a voice, a real voice, through a vote. There was this wristbands for everyone who voted. It says, I voted, have you, or something like that. And there was this other person who did a wristband that said, if I could vote, I would. So that started to be my motto for the whole day. If I could vote, I would. And I feel disappointed in a way, like, maybe I didn't push enough in my day-to-day. Or, it's comfortable to avoid conversations with groups where you think you might not have an influence. So I'm like, okay, how can I be much more active about that? After a few years living in this country, I've been so invested in just creating or feeling that I am contributing to creating better communities. And everything I do, by being an educator, by being a designer, like when we teach in the classrooms, students are not prepared to talk about race. Well, they are. It means more work for us, and we should be more willing to push the hard conversations. It's not easy, and it's a greater task that a lot of us have to take on create a consistent dialogue. Not only when elections come, that's easy. I fear for all of us, but I fear more for those who haven't been through the established path for immigration. And yeah, they live in illegal ways, but they're invested. They're equally paying their taxes. They're equally attending public institutions. They have jobs, and they are trying to belong to the society. I'm more a person who asks questions, and that's my way of knowing people. But I'm always amazed by the capacity of these narratives. The narratives that artists work towards to transform or just to disrupt the way audiences think. And they see it as their job, which is great. Like, someone's job description actually includes disrupt the status quo. Yeah, I think if we learn how to not only listen and observe each other, but exchange from each other or with each other, we will have a better or a broader impact.